my name is LaurenStrickler. I'm an equine industry major, and this is my sales call presentation. This is Amy Warwick. She is going to play the part of Sherry Thompson. Sherry has come to me looking for a gentle, well-broke Western pleasure horse for her 12-year-old daughter to show. My two objection strategies are going to be put off and compare and contrast, and my closing strategy will be success story. So we'll begin the presentation now. Hi Sherry, it's nice to meet you finally.
Hello, it's nice to meet you as well.
So you just moved into the area. How are you settling in?
So far, it's been really great. We're all enjoying the house. The kids are doing great in school and getting along with all of their new friends. So far, it's been a really great experience, and we're enjoying it a lot.
I'm glad to hear that. I've been in Micanopy for a while, and it's a really great area. I think you guys will be really happy here.
Thank you.
So just to tell you a little bit about Canopy Creek Farm, we were established in 2004, and we breed and train horses for Western pleasure and halter. We also offer boarding services and lessons as well. I'm the associate trainer here, but I also manage the barn and deal with the customers and give some lessons. I myself have about 12 years experience riding Western pleasure and showing a little bit of halter. So if you have any questions on that or any advice, I'm sure I can answer all of your questions. So you are looking for a Western pleasure horse for your daughter to start getting into showing. And you would like her to be pretty gentle and well-broke and good for your daughter's personality.
Yes, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Okay. Well, I think I found a horse that'll fit your needs pretty well. She's a 10-year-old registered Appaloosa mare. Her name is Quincy's Cash-In. We like to call her Cash. And her price is $5,000. So is there anything else that you were looking for in a horse or anything I should be aware of?
No, that sounds perfect.
Okay, well, would you like to hear more information about this horse?
Yes, please.
All right. Well, the first thing I would like to tell you about her is that she has been extensively shown with great success. She was actually the East Coast Circuit champion last year in Western Pleasure. I have her show records here for you from the current owner.
Okay.
And this is just in the last 2 years, so she has more experience beyond this, which I can obtain those records for you if you would like.
Okay.
So I think she'll be really successful for you guys. I mean, she's already proven herself in the show ring, and I think she'll continue to do that. And I think your daughter would have a really good time showing her and winning a lot of blue ribbons.
Yes.
So do you agree that this horse would be a good performer for what we'd like to do?
Yes, I think so. She sounds really great, and all this information is impressive. So I'm excited to hear about her.
All right, well, would you like to begin the process for purchasing this horse?
No, I'd still like to hear some more information if that's okay with you.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about her consistency.
Okay.
Being that she is 10 years old, she has had a lot of training in her time, and she is very consistent in her abilities. She'll go out and perform the same for you every time. She won't need a lot of maintenance in her training. Her current owner actually has only had to put her back in training. Every few months we spend about a week or two on her, just kind of tuning her up and reminding her, how she's supposed to perform. Just over time, they start to get lazy and they don't really want to perform as well. So you just kind of have to get them back in that mindset. But it's very rare for her. She doesn't really require very much training anymore.
Okay.
And what that means for you is that you won't have to be spending as much money in her training over the years. And I have a value analysis here for you to look at.
Okay.
There are other farms in the area offering horses that would show Western pleasure and I'm sure be well-broken, gentle enough, just like Cash. And they are cheaper. The one horse going right now is about $3,000, and there's one at a neighboring farm that is going for about $2,500. So these horses, however, are a little bit younger. And what that means is that they're not quite as settled in their training yet. They still will require intense monthly training to develop their abilities.
Right.
So when you factor in all of these costs, when you talk about the end of the year after you've purchased these horses and put the training into them, you're actually going to end up spending less money on cash than you would on these younger horses.
Okay.
And that's because the cost for the intense training is actually more. It ranges from about $600 to $800 per month, whereas Cash's maintenance training is only about $300 a month for the time that you would be needing it. So it's really a better financial decision to purchase this horse, even though she is more expensive initially. So do you think that after hearing this information, this horse would be a good fit for what you're looking for?
Yes, I think so. And this value analysis is really good information, so I'm going to hold on to that.
Okay, well, do you think that this horse might be the one for your daughter?
I think so, but I still have a couple of concerns and questions that I wanted to go over with you, if you don't mind. Okay. Well, the first one is that my daughter is concerned about this horse's personality because, as you know, with children, she's not only looking for an animal to compete on, she's going to be spending a lot of time with this horse. So she wants something that's going to be a good companion animal and a friend. So have you had any experience with this horse that would enable you to tell me a little bit about her personality?
Oh, of course. She's actually one of the favorites in the lesson program. Her owner has allowed us to use her, and the children love her. She's very sweet. But really, it comes down to how your daughter connects with her. And we figure that out by letting your daughter ride her, which we will do after this presentation. And that allows her to sort of get the feel and, figure out if she's comfortable with her and the way the horse behaves. But also, we offer a 30-day guarantee. So if you do decide to purchase this horse, you can take her home and get her on your own farm and let your daughter ride her in her own turf and see if, she really gets along with her after that period of time. So it's really a question that could be answered at a later date. So are you okay with maybe putting this off for now and seeing if you can figure that out later?
Yes, that's perfectly fine with me. And I know my daughter will really enjoy getting to ride later this afternoon, so that sounds perfect.
Oh, yeah. So do you have any other concerns or questions?
Yes, I do. I'm new to the industry, and as I was looking over this value analysis, it looks to me like all three of these horses are of the same quality, but the one that you're selling is more. So can you explain to me why you're selling your horse for more than the other two horses that you've shown me?
Okay, so with Cash, she is a registered horse. And that allows her to be shown at the breed registered shows, which is a higher level and a higher caliber of shows. These other horses, while they may possess the same abilities and perform the same way that Cash does, they are not registered. They are considered grade horses, and they can only be shown at the open show level. So what that means essentially is for your daughter, if she decides that she wants to move up to a higher caliber, Cash will be able to do that for her. She will be able to go show at these Appaloosa registered shows, whereas these other horses would not be able to do that. You would end up having to sell that horse and purchase a registered horse if she wanted to move up to that level. So does that answer your question?
Yes, that cleared it up for me. Thank you.
All right. Well, just to go over what we've discussed here today, you were looking for a well-broke and gentle Western pleasure horse for your daughter to begin showing. And I presented you with Cash, and she seems like she's a good fit for what you're looking for. She's a very sweet and very proven horse in her showing. Just to let you know, we actually sold her full sister about a month ago, and she was trained here at our facility, and she's actually doing really well with her new owner. They took her to a show last weekend, I believe, and she won almost all of her classes that she was in.
Wow, that's very impressive.
So that speaks very well for Cash, to be related to that horse, because the bloodlines run together, and they're going to be pretty good.
Exactly. Did she have the same trainer and training schedule and that kind of thing?
She did. They were both trained here since they were broke as a 2-year-old.
Right. Okay, that's great.
All right. Well, so do you have any other questions that I can answer?
No, I think that covered everything.
All right. Well, do you think that you're ready to purchase this horse and take her home to your daughter?
Yes, I am. I think we'll all be very happy with her.
All right. Great. Well, I'm glad I could.
Thank you.